would like to have a boat, maybe like this one, and the boat, this is the narcissistic part, the boat should be full of me. It could have some visuals, some pictures, it could have some clothes, some objects from my life, it could have maybe some people talking in different installations, hopefully different things they've got to say about me, not all just the beautiful praising words. Being me, it probably wouldn't be anyway, but you know, hopefully also some conflict or maybe something funny, I hope. So you would have different people telling different stories about their experiences of me, and you could maybe hear that on a one-to-one basis, or that they could somehow say goodbye to something. So they would be given the possibility to define what it is they're saying goodbye to, maybe just by writing it on a piece of paper or something. That they would then, during this trip, they would be able to write or somehow materialize, define what it is that they're saying goodbye to during this process. And then they would be sailed to a certain place on the journey, where they would then get off the boat, and they would have to say goodbye to this boat. But I just think that maybe one could leave one's mark on Earth in a different way than having a physical tombstone or a physical place to visit. Hopefully one could do it in that way. I mean, our society is, we are worshipping youth. We all want to, somebody said to me the other day, 40 is the new 30. I mean, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, we just want to be, young because we want to stay here forever, maybe because we have nothing else to think. We don't believe that there's anything else, so of course we want to stay here. But if you look to other cultures, maybe less now than it has been, but previously, the Inuit culture in Greenland, the elderly would at one point feel that it was their time to go, and they would go out on the ice. They would take a little stool or something with them, and they would go out and sit on the ice and wait for the ice to take them.
Since my family is pretty much my colleagues, so it would be a sort of performance art event, but of course without audience. So I would ask one very good and very reliable friend, and I've told him this already, to fulfill a detailed plan that I will make for this party, like in terms of who should perform there. The plan itself I have not made yet in writing, but I've thought quite a lot about it. And for this party should be done with all the money that remains in the accounts that I have. No, I don't think the space is really important. I think there should be a long table rather than a party situation. I think people should be sitting around a long table. And of course they should get completely pissed. It's very important, because it's sort of the strategy of ecstasy that we are familiar with, the one that we can really work with in our culture. We don't really work with the other drugs and the other techniques. And there should be good food and good drink, and a lot of it. There should be really a waste, an abundance, much more than can be finished. But on the other hand, I think that it is a very good way for people to sort of really finish their relationship to me. If they drink in my memory until they are like completely pissed and they are like dead themselves in a way. And then they wake up and I don't. So yes, it is narcissistic in a way that I want people to have this wake. You could call it a wake probably in the Christian tradition. Well, it's not really like they do in Ireland. Like they do more or less that. They come together and they drink a lot and they have good food, and the dead body is actually there. I would not demand that my dead body would have to be there. But I think that's a very good custom, to drink in a room with a dead body.
I think that my ashes could be placed in the mountains, on a hillside, with not on the mountain top, but on the hillside, and I would like it to be in a kind of valley where with some water, a river or something, and with a lot of flowers and high grass, and sheeps going round and eating, and this sound of the bells, bing, 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 bing. I like it very much. I think it partly flowers and grass and stones sticking out from this grass, so you can see the rocks. It's not just this soft kind of hill, it's this contrast of big rocks and flowers, and I think it's the kind of mountain that you have in the south of France, in the Pyrenees. I don't know if you say that, Pyrenees, or in the north of Sweden. It's a bit the same vegetation and same flowers, same colors. Perhaps it should be a place where eagles would fly high in the sky, circling, searching for food. Yeah, I think it should be a place where animals could feel free, and perhaps even a place where human beings could come sometimes. Wanderers, not a real road. It should be people just going out in the mountains, and suddenly they could be on this hillside, share this wonderful view with me. I think the altitude would be around 2,000 meters, not that much higher now. I still want it to be a place with flowers, and it should not be too cold in the summer. So, and the oxygen should still be breathable. Perhaps a kind of stone with my name on. Not a very big stone, something that you can find if you know where it is. Yeah. So this should melt into the mountain. It should not be a monument. It should be something. It could have been part of this mountain for thousands of years.